Okay, cool. 44. Hi guys, I think I'm live now. Please do let me know if you can see me and if you can hear me. Okay.
Yeah, we are live now.
Okay. So hi guys, we do this regularly. I plan to do this once a month or so, where we review profiles. The whole point of this reviewing your profiles is to ensure that any doubts that you might have or any anxieties that you might have with respect to your CAT preparation is settled, is calmed down. Those kind of things is what we are looking at. Okay. Now I also expect a lot of chats to come, lot of comments to come for this kind of a stream. So what I would request you to do is if you can give us or if you can post it with some amount of super chat, not a lot of money, so that we can identify who to reply first, just to ensure that there is some priority in replying to profiles. So let us start off. One of the first things that we are doing is Vijay S. He is an NC-OBC, B.Pharm C. I think he graduated in 2022, 96.2% in 10th, 72% in 12th, 69% in 69% I think in graduation. CAT 2024 showed us gap year, converted. BG, I worked in pharmacy for 2 years. I get paid in cash. How can I show my work excel? How much percentile do I need to get ABC? What I would also tell you is if you are having, if you want the accurate way in which you can calculate your percentiles, I would recommend you to check out the Cracku IIM call predictor. Then you will get, you'll have to enter your profile details and you'll get to know what is the percentile required to get a call from all the top 20 MBA institutes in the country. We have designed this with a lot of care, and I think the percentiles required are pretty accurate. We file many RTAs also to get the recent information to update it to the best of our abilities. Now, coming to this profile, Vijay, I think your 10th score is good. Your 12th score and graduate score, I think, are slightly on the lesser side. Your CAT percentile, I think, is okay. As a first attempt, you scored 78 percentile, which I think is a good start. From 78 percentile, I would recommend you to put in the effort to get around, say, 97 percentile. Then I think you should be able to get some of the shortlists. Now, that you worked in a pharmacy for 2 years and got paid in cash should not be a very big problem, as you can actually, if you can actually prove your work ex. That is, if you can get a letter from wherever you are working, if you can show your offer letter, or if you can find some pay slips or try to get some official pay slips, something like that, I think that should be sufficient.
Okay, I'll answer Shiprashana's question. So he has a 987 kind of a profile. It is until 5th semester and he's NC-OBC male fresher. Shiprashana, if you are in a 3-year course and this is like the second last sem, see, if you are in a 4-year course, there is time, but if it's in a 3-year course, you have like one last semester for you to actually try to boost your GPA. Try to go to 8 at least, because that there is a discrete jump in marks from 7 to 8. So if you're even at 7.8, right, they will mark it the same way they would mark for a 7 percentile. So I want you to try to push yourself to get to a 8 CGPA, because if you get to an 8 CGPA, you will get much more marks. So that try firstly to do that. Second thing is that I think your profile is okay. You have a 987 at the moment. It is an okay profile. If you have 988, it would be a very good profile, particularly added to that if you are NC-OBC male. If you are a non-engineer, I would say that to get a shortlist, you would get most of the top shortlist at 99 percentile. If you're an engineer, you'd need 99.3 percentile.
Okay, Harshwardhan has given a super chat of 20. Thanks a lot, Harshwardhan. But you didn't tell us your profile. If you told us your profile, I would want to answer it. But because there's no profile, I can't really answer it. Guys, please do like the stream. I'll answer another profile. This is, you answered this?
No, I didn't answer.
Okay, this profile is by Anisha. She got 91 in 10th, 75 in 12th, graduation of 8.7, 2.5 years work ex, taking drop this year, female non-engineer, NC-OBC, black A. I think first your 10th score is fantastic. 12th score, I think, is slightly on the lesser side. Graduation score, again, is very good. You have 2.5 years work ex, again, pretty good. You plan to take a drop. Like I say to people, if you already have, say, 2.5 or 3 years work ex, if you're taking a drop, I think that is fine. If you want to focus completely on your CAT preparation, so that should not be an issue for you. You're a non-engineer, so another good thing, you are also going to get the diversity points for gender. So there are so many things that are working for you. I would say if you can get around, say, 97 percentile, you should be getting most of the shortlist. So focus on it and make the best use of your gap year.
Okay. So I'll answer a query. She's saying she's general female, 10th is 95%, 12th is 90%, BA distance 60%, pursuing MA semi-regular. So I'm Guessing it is not you're not doing it full time. Extracurriculars, national level crossword, Rotaract club member. See, I think your profile is okay. The only worrying part is that your BA score is slightly on the lower side. Again, because it's art, it will be scaled up. So if it was undergrad in engineering and it was 60%, then it would have been scored actually very poorly. But we know that BA arts and arts graduation, generally the percentage that people get in arts is on the lower side. So it's not bad. I would say that it is comparable to, say, getting 70% in engineering. So you'll get some score. That is the only vulnerable part in your profile. But other than that, I feel that you have a fairly decent profile. I would work on trying to get up to 99.3 plus, because you are again non-engineer female. That will help you quite a bit. If you have 99.3 plus also, then you will get most of the shortlist. Given that you have good extracurriculars, you will be able to convert those shortlist also. So try to get 99.3 plus, you will get most shortlist.
Okay, guys. See, again, I'm embarrassed to say this, but there are a lot of comments. So if you want us to properly reply to the comments, please do give a super chat. Even if it is a very small money, that is completely fine. But it will stand out, and we know who to reply back to quickly.
Okay, I'll answer Vishal Gupta's this. So he's NC-OBC, 10th is 89.5, 82.4, 8 CGPA, 888, fairly standard, fairly average profile, no weakness. M.Sc, 8 CGPA, again very good. You have completed M.Sc also. No work-ex. I'm a student at Cracku, and Dashcat 1 and 2 marks are 60 and 66 respectively. Scored only 6 marks in both in DIL sets. Vishal, I would say that you have identified a section that you are weak in. For the next few months, focus entirely on that. I always say that for a lot of people, one section is their weakest part. Now, the way people respond to it is very different. Some people try to ignore their weakness. Some people try to avoid their weakness. If you have identified that DLR is your weak section, give it your most amount of time. Give it the highest priority. So if you study for 2 hours, 1 hour should be DILR. The remaining 2 should be half hour. If you study for 4 hours, 2 hours should be DILR, 1 hour Quant, 1 hour VRC. So here I want you to practice solving as many sets as possible. Just practice till you get better at LRDI. At least some types of LRDI should be a source of strength. So puzzles, arrangements, tables, charts should be a source of strength for you. One more thing that I will say is that your profile is very there is no weakness, there is no weak point as such. Your NC-OBC, I'm assuming BSc is non-engineer. So NC-OBC non-engineer, I would say that and given that you're getting 60s in Dashcat, you're also a good student. Get to 99.3 to 99.5, you will get the top IIMs. You will be able to convert the top IIMs also. So focus on getting to 99.3 to 99.5.
Okay, there is a chat by Viplau. He said, hello, sir, my 10th is 78 percentile, 12th is 87 percentile, science and graduation, 72 percentile in 2024, BCA. Category is PWD. Currently, I'm doing MBA from DBE target for me. Just 2 things, Viplau. One, I think your profile is good. You have a good 10 score. You have a very good 12 score. Your graduation score also is pretty good of 72 plus. You're a non-engineer, so that will definitely give you a benefit. You will also get a benefit from the category of PWD. These are, I think, the good things. Normally, I would say for your profile, if you can score about 95 percentile, you should get most of the top shortlists. That is what I would think. Focus on doing as well as you can. Make the best use of this time. The only concern I have is you are already doing an MBA. So if you plan to do an MBA again, you should be clear about why you plan to do it, especially in the interviews. First, you should be clear as to how an MBA is going to help you, the second MBA. And you should also be able to defend it in the interviews. If you get shortlist, which I hope you do get, they are definitely going to ask you, why are you doing a second MBA? So you should have some plan for that also. But having said that, I would say your target should be 95 plus. I think that should be pretty good.
I have Swarup's profile. He has 667 profile, B.Pharma, fresher, general non-engineer male. So Swarup, what I'll say is that given that you're non-engineer, that is one benefit. Your profile is slightly weak because of your 10th and 12th score. 7 in undergrad is okay, but your 10th and 12th score, 6 points in each one of them is slightly going to hurt you. The only way to overcome is to actually excel in your CAT score. If your CAT score is high enough, it will overcome the weaknesses in these 2 areas as such. So what I would suggest for you is that since you're a general non-engineer male with slightly weak scores in 10th and 12th, try to hit above 99.5 as such. Because ideally for general non-engineer male, they get most shortlist at 99. But I'm giving you 0.5 percentile higher to make up for the 10th and 12th scores as such. So aim for 99.5 percentile. Then you will get many shortlists of the old IIMs. At 98.5 percentile, you will get the new IIMs and the baby IIMs.
Okay, we have a super chat from Surya Sagar. Thanks a lot, Surya Sagar. But you didn't post your profile. If you had posted your profile, we would have commented on it. Another thing I want to read is a super chat by Nandakishore. He's a 2010 pass out, 15 years of work ex, 10th is 84.5, Inter is 97.1, engineering is 70. Is it worth to take up MBA at this juncture? Good question, Nandakishore. Normally, I would give you an advice, which I don't know how you'll actually take it. But basically, I would say consider doing 1 year MBA. That executive MBA, I think, is very good for students who have more than or around, say, 8 to 10 years work ex. Even more than that is completely fine. A 2-year MBA at this juncture might not be ideal for two reasons. One, you are looking at the opportunity cost, as in what exactly are you going to get after you pass out? What will be the salary hike or what will be the career scenario? That is one thing. The second thing, which I think many people might not understand, is if you are going with 15 years work ex, you will be by far the person with the highest work ex in your batch. And you might not be able to make those bonds with your peers or with your friends. So the alumni network or the friend network that people talk about, you might be missing out on it because 15 years, many of the people who are your batchmates will be at least 10 years younger than you. So it is very difficult for you to have any long-lasting social bonds with many of them. So again, you will be missing out on that. Having said that, if you are looking to do an MBA, I would say do an executive MBA because you will find people with 10 years, more than 10 years work ex there. And then I think it should be completely fine. If somebody has 50 years work ex and somebody has 12 years work ex, I don't think they would be very, very different in their mindset. But somebody who has 15 years work ex and somebody who has 2 years work ex, I think the way they look at life will be very, very different. So I think you will find it much more beneficial to do an executive MBA from one of the top institutes, which will be a 1 year MBA. So that would be my advice for you.
Okay, I'll take the query of Hardik. He is a gem fresher, 10th 96, 12th 90, grad 70. Your 10th and 12th scores are very good. You're going to get full marks in them. Your grad score is slightly on the lower side. You will lose a few marks in your grad score for the shortlisting. Again, you're a gem fresher. Gem fresher by default requires something like 99.5 plus to get shortlist. With 70 in undergrad, I would say that you need 99.8 or 99.9 plus. It is doable. It is possible. 99.8 means basically you have to be in the top 3,000, 6,000 of the number of people who give this, right? 99. The top 6,000. Top 6,000 is possible with hard work, with dedication. So aim for that very high percentile. The reason why I'm giving you an ambitious score or ambitious target also is because it will ensure that even if you get 99.7 plus, you will get most of the shortlist. You will also get, you will have a serious chance of converting. If you have 99.3 plus, you will not get any shortlist, and even then it will become a struggle to convert them. So aim high. I'm sure you might get slightly like scared by the aim that I'm setting for you, but have a high aim because that is very important to achieve. Also, if you have a very high aim, even if you miss it slightly also, you will still get a very good score and a very good percentile, and you'll still get good shortlist. So have the aim of 99.8 plus.
99.8 is 600, not
600, sorry. 600.
Okay, guys, one request I have for all of you is we have a Instagram page. We are posting this Instagram page. Let me check it out. Okay, this is our Instagram page of Cracku. Please do follow it. You can follow it on Instagram with Cracku Exam. Here we are posting very nice updates, and we are trying to keep it very motivating also. And I personally look at many of the posts that these guys make. I also give a lot of suggestions, and every post that we are making there is something which I feel is definitely going to help the students. It is not just about CAT preparation, but the entire MBA journey. What are the MBA colleges that people should apply for? What are the MBA colleges that students who scored say 70 percentile or 80 percentile or 90 percentile can target? What are the ways in which you can improve your verbal ability score? All of these we are actually posting very regularly on this channel, on this Instagram page. I would really recommend you to please follow it, because it makes us also feel good that we are putting a lot of effort to creating this post. Each of these posts takes a lot of time. We are trying to give the best possible information in each of the posts. So if it reaches more people, it will just make us more satisfied. So please do follow us on Instagram. You can just go to Cracku Exam on Instagram and you can follow us. Now let me come back.
Okay, yeah. I'll answer Harshwardhan's. Harshwardhan has 95.8 in 10th, 96.83 in 12th, 8.86, excellent profile. GEM, pass out 2025. So I'm guessing you have no work experience, or you have some under 12 months of work experience by the admission cycle starts. I would say that given that you are a GEM, plus 0 work ex, you have to get to 99.7 percentile plus. You have a decent ACAD profile, so 99.7 plus would be sufficient to get most of the calls. Focus on getting a very good CAT score. Focus on making sure there is no weakness in any of the sections. See, basically to get, like when I tell, okay, get 99.7 plus, 99.8 plus, what it essentially breaks, if you want to break it down, is you should be decent in all 3 sections. There should be no weak section, and there should be 1 section out of the 3 in which you are very good at. So for Maruti, it is quant section. He tries to get full marks in quant section. For me, it is verbal. I try to do as well in verbal as possible. So if you really are aiming for the top IIMs, I would say that focus on getting a decent score in all 3 sections and be very, very good at least one of the 3 sections.
Okay, the next super chat is by Rohit Bishwas. He scored 89.4 in 10th, 89 in 12th, and engineering 9.03. I would say an excellent profile. You scored very well in 10th, 12th, and engineering. Your work experience is 20 months. I think that also is pretty good. You have around 1.5 years. You're a gem candidate. How much percentile from 90 will affect? Okay, bare minimum percentile for IIM trying to get EWS is possible. Okay, I don't understand the question. I think maybe you're talking about the fact that in 10th and 12th you scored below 90. Don't worry too much about it. I think your profile as it is a very good profile. So it is okay. It is normal to get anxiety that, okay, I could have been better here or I could have been better there. But many students I see who get into these top institutes, ABC, have gotten 80, 80, 90. Okay. Your profile actually is better than many of the people I know who got into IIM and who get into IIM regularly because you scored 9 plus in engineering. So don't worry about your profile. It is pretty good. It could have been slightly better, but that should not be any cause of worry. I think you're doing very, very well there. What you should focus on right now is doing well in CAT. That I think is the main game changer. So focus mostly on that. If you don't have an EWS certificate with your profile, I would say you need to score 99.8 percentile to get the top shortlist. If you get 99 percentile, I think you'll get many of the other shortlists like new AMs, baby AMs, all of this, MDA, all of this, I think you'll get if you score about 90 percentile. But with your profile and if you are looking to get into a top institute, aim for 99.8 plus.
Okay, I have the name is Oilfield Paradise. Okay, so the scores are 92.6, 93 in 12, 71.7 in BTech, WorkX 1 year, SC. So I would say that your profile is fairly good. 10th, 12th are solid. Slight weakness in BTech graduation score, but that's okay. A lot of people don't have stellar graduation score. The 70s is, I feel, now the norm. 80s and 90s are the exception. So I feel it's an okay average score in BTech, fairly good score in 10th and 12th. So you have a fairly decent academic profile. You also have work experience of 1 year. Also, you are from SC category, so that will also help. If you're targeting the top IIMs, you need more than 98.5 percentile. If you're targeting baby and new IIMs, I think 97 percentile would also be enough to get those shortlists. I would say if I was in your place, I would focus on getting 98.5 percentile at least or 99 percentile. Then I would also not only just get the top IIM shortlist, I would also be able to convert them for sure.
Okay, we got a super chat from Phoenix Universe, but he didn't give his profile. So please do give your profile along with the super chat so that we can comment on it. The next one is by Haran. He's a gem with 988, 33-month work ex, relevance of profile and percentage needed. I would say your profile is pretty good. 988 is a very good profile. Don't worry too much about it. I think it is pretty good. That should not be any cause of worry. Your 36 months work ex, again, work ex is fantastic. 3 years, I think, is the ideal sweet spot. So again, you're doing well there. You're a gem candidate. So like every gem candidate, I would say, but because your work ex is going to give you some points, maybe you can get some shortlist with 99.5. But to be really on the safer side, aim for 99.8 to get the top institutes. If you're looking for any of the new IIMs or baby IIMs or good institutes like say MDA or IITs and all, I think you can start expecting some calls from 98 percentile. That is what I would say. Your relevance of profile doesn't really matter. What is your work ex doesn't really matter as far as shortlisting is concerned. In the interviews, they might ask you about your profile, then it might matter. But as of now, it shouldn't matter. Focus solely on doing well in CAT, aim for 99.8 percentile, and all the best.
Okay, I'll take the this of Sujita. Sujita is female, OBC, 999 profile, 1.5 year work experience. You have not mentioned whether you're engineer or engineer. You have an excellent profile. 999 is like the ideal profile. You're going to get full marks in academic profile. Plus you have OBC plus 1.5 years work experience. Very, very good. The only thing I will say is that if you're a non-engineer, it would mean that you will get top IIM shortlist at 98 or so, 98 or 98.3 percentile. If you are an engineer, it will be 0.5 percentile higher, 99.9 98.5 to 99 would be required for if you're an engineer female. But otherwise, your profile is excellent. You have like very strong profile. You have a very good chance of getting into the top IIMs. ABC, LIK, all are possible. Focus on getting your 99 percentile in CAT.
Okay, we got a super chat from Shivani. Thanks a lot, Shivani. But again, you didn't mention your profile. Please do mention your profiles along with the super chat so that we can comment on them. Next is by Ujjwal Kumar, 778, government consulting experience, planning to leave job and prepare full lead, target FABM, IMA, or any top college, IIT, please get. I think your profile is good. It could have been better if you scored 888 in all three of them. But 778 is what we have, and it is not a bad profile. I think it is an okay profile. You also have consulting experience. I hope that will actually count as work. So you should ensure that you are actually getting your pay slips, you are getting your offer letter. If you plan to leave your job, you should get your relieving letter, all of these things in place, so that if you put in the effort and you have actually done work, it should count. That is all that I mean to say. Now, again, I would say that if you are not sure whether you plan to do an MBA or not, don't leave your job. It will just add more stress to you. So try to give CAT along with your job. I think that would be better. But if you are very concerned, leaving your job with after 2 years work ex, I think is probably okay. If you're targeting FABM for IMA, I think typically you would need to score about 90 percentile in CAT, which should be the case for most of the other institutes also. If you're looking for a top 10 institute in MBA, then maybe you should aim for say 98 percentile or so, assuming that you're a non-engineer.
Okay, there's Bhagyashri's chat. She's 877 NC-OBC, engineer female, 12 months work experience. Bhagyashri, I would say you've NC-OBC, you're engineer female, so 12-month work experience. So on your side, you have like the okay work experience, plus you have NC-OBC category. 877 is an okay profile. It's an average profile. It's not weak, neither weak nor a strong profile as such. So here, the ideal, I would say, the CAT score that you would need for top IIMs would be 98.5 percentile plus. 97.5 percentile plus, you will get the new IIMs and the baby IIMs also. You have a decent profile, you have a very good chance. But the only thing is that because of the 7 in undergrad and 7 in 12th, you just have to slightly improve your CAT score and CAT percentile to make up for it. So instead of like normally it would have been 98 percentile to get shortlist, now it is going to be 98.5 to 98.7, but not a very high barrier also. So just focus on doing well in CAT, you should get most of the shortlist.
Okay, next is by Bhagyoday Patel. GEM 877, 27-month work ex. I think your profile is good, 877. It would have been better if it was 888, but 877 is what we have, so we'll have to do with it. Your work ex is definitely good. You have 27-month work ex, which is close to 2.5 years. I think that is ideal. It is a perfectly sweet spot place to be in. I would say you would need to score pretty high in your CAT score. If you're looking for the top institutes, I would say that you'll have to target 99.9 plus, because your profile is not ideal. It could have been better. If you're looking for any good MBA institutes from the top 20 or so, I think a score of 98 percentile should be sufficient.
I'll answer the query from Phoenix Universe. He had sent a super chat earlier, but had not mentioned his profile. So 998 profile, work experience of 25 months as of July 2025. I would say that continue working, get it to like 30 months plus every single month. See, basically between 24 to 36 months, it won't, there will be a discrete jump. So if you are not going to be able to complete it, that's fine. But even then, your work experience will help you in your interviews. It will help you in converting the calls. So if you are thinking about leaving your job in July, I would suggest don't do that. Continue working as long as you get like 2-3 hours to study for CAT. Don't leave your job. You have a fairly solid profile. 998 is like an excellent profile, plus 25 months of work experience. Very, very strong profile as such. Male engineer NC-OBC, you have a very good chance. You are targeting ABC, which is also very good because clearly you have the capability to get there. Since you are NC-OBC engineer and you have a very strong profile, I would think that you would get most of the shortlist at 99 percentile. I'm saying 99 percentile because NC-OBC and engineer is still like there is decent amount of competition there still. But you have a strong profile, so I'll say 99 percentile, 99.3 percentile would be safe percentile for ABC calls also. But what I would say is that try to get higher than that, because then your conversion is more or less guaranteed. So focus on getting above 99 percentile.
Okay, Vishal Gupta sent a super chat. Thank you, sir and ma'am. You are welcome, Vishal Gupta. Many students have asked us about the upcoming batch, what it entails. So let me show you. I think this is about the subreddit. I'll come back to it in some time. This is the batch that we have. This is a batch that is starting from tomorrow. This is called the Dhruva batch. We are providing very good videos. We are providing a day-wise schedule. So every day, you know what exactly you have to prepare. We are trying to ensure that we cover the syllabus as soon as possible. So every single day, you will get a list of videos that we want you to watch. We'll also conduct live sessions in the evening from 8 to 9 or 9:30 p.m. so that you get good practice of solving questions. This is an all-encompassing batch. We will cover the entire syllabus. We will be having live classes regularly. You'll also get access to the daily targets as well as the dashcat mocks. So if you're looking to enroll to any of them, any of this batch, we have the support number. You can find the support number in the footer. It is 6303-239042. You can call us, or you can just send us a mail at support@cracku.in. I would also tell you that we have a subreddit for Cracku. This is a subreddit of CAT aspirants. I look at this subreddit pretty regularly. We are trying to keep it motivating. We are trying to ensure that there is some positivity in the CAT preparation, because I feel that CAT preparation is very stressful. And it is also to an extent lonely. So I don't want people to get into a negative spiral regularly. That is one of the reasons we have actually started this subreddit, because we felt that many of the other places on Reddit are just very negative. So if you are looking for some positive energy, or if you're looking for some motivation, or some way in which you can talk to your peers in your CAT journey, please do join this subreddit. It is the CAT study room on Reddit. You can check it out. I'm actually pretty active there also. So if you want to interact with me, or if you have any doubts with respect to your CAT preparation, you can ask us there.
Okay. I'll take the query of Rishikesh Naidu. So NC-OBC graduated in 2022, 10th, 10 GPA, 98.5, B.Tech 7 GPA. So 10th and 12th scores are excellent. 7 GPA slightly will hurt you, but that's okay, because at least you got 7 plus. So 7 to 7.99 would have gotten you the same score. So fairly, it's a good profile in 10th and 12th, slight weakness in B.Tech, but that's fine. I had 28 months of work experience and took a gap year for CAT 2025. Rishikesh, what I'll tell you is that 28 months of work experience is good. It will help you. Plus, you have NC-OBC category. Plus, you have a decent academic profile. Normally, I would say that try to get anywhere above 99 percentile. You should get most of the shortlist as such. 99 to 99.3 percentile, you will get most shortlist, because you're NC-OBC engineer. There is decent competition there. But the only thing that I will actually warn you about is, do not continue your gap year. You took 1 year gap year. Try to find some job and rejoin the workforce. There are 2 reasons for it. 2 years of gap year becomes kind of a red flag on your resume. It becomes difficult to basically mentally motivate yourself after that big a gap. Like people think about, okay, if there's gap year, then I will have to explain it to the CAT like interview committee. All of those things are there. But the biggest hurdle of taking gap years is the mental toll it takes on the student themselves, the amount of anxiety it causes, the amount of mental pressure it causes. So I would suggest that please try to find a job, try to rejoin the workforce, practice at home, do 2 to 3 hours of practice at home, but do not sit at home and take another year of gap year. It will not do you any good. It is just going to cause you a lot of anxiety and mental it is going to create unnecessary pressure on you. So that is one thing. And again, it will also reduce your chances of converting the calls that you get. So 99 to 99.3 percentile will be good, but rejoin the workforce. That would be my one big advice to you.
I have a super chat from Suri Sagar. 10th 9, 12th 77, graduation of 65. EWS, work ex of 44 months. I'll tell you the good things about your profile. Your 10th score is good. Your 12th score is okay of 77. Your graduation score also is okay. 12th and graduation score, I think, could be slightly better, but they're not very bad. I think they're not bad. I think they're okay. If you have EWS certificate, I think that is fantastic. You will definitely gain benefit from that. I think your work experience of 44 months, which is 3.5 years, also is very good. So I think overall your profile is a good profile. You need to now make the best use of it. I think you will start getting some good shortlists after you cross 97 percentile because of the EWS category. If you are looking for top institute shortlist, maybe you should target 99 percentile.
Okay. I have Shivansh Gupta's super chat. So he has 10th score is 87%, 12th score is 92.8%, grad score is 72.5. Fairly good. 10th and 12th are good, and grad score is also decent. There is no weakness in your resume as such. General non-engineer, dashcat 1-2 scores is 55, ERC is less than 10. So I will tell you, over here, your profile is fairly decent, fairly strong. There is no weak point or extremely vulnerable point in your profile. Since you are a non-engineer and general category, you need to target 99.3 percentile plus. Now 99.3 percentile plus would mean that at some point of time in dash cuts, you need to go to 80s or 90s as such. Right now you're at 55, which is fine because this is the first, second and second dash cut. You have up to dash cut 20 to get there. So how do you actually get to the 90s where you get to like 99 percentile plus? So you need to find the areas you're weak in. Particularly for you, one section is weak, which is VARC. I would, if I was in your place, I would focus on VARC completely till it became a source of strength rather than a source of weakness. I would read every single day. I'd read articles every single day. I'd solve 2 RCs every single day. That would make sure that from 10 or under 10, I would go to at least 25 and 30. 25 and 30 in VARC is imminently possible. If you just develop a reading habit, 30 in VRC is easily attainable. A lot of people struggle in Quant, in LRDI, and the struggle from 10 to 15 or 20 or 30 plus in Quant or in LRDI is far harder than the struggle from 10 to 30 in VRC. In VRC, with consistent efforts of 3 months, you can go from 10 to 30. So I would say that read every single day, solve 2 RCs every single day, read 2 daily articles. We have CAT articles on our website, read 2 of them every single day. Develop the habit of active reading. You will see your scores go up to 30. Then you will see your overall scores also improve so that you are in 90s. If you're in 90s and like if you're 100 plus in dash cats, you have a fairly good chance of getting 99 percentile plus in actual cat. So keep that in mind. Practice a lot and give dash cats with like full preparation, with full practice. Then you will see the result.
Okay, next super chat is by Pratik Karma, 766, work weeks of 36 months. Any chance of top colleges? Now, I'll be honest with you, Pratik. Your profile is not ideal. Your profile could have been better. 766 is something that is going to hurt you a little. You will have to put in effort and make up for it in the CAT examination. You will have work weeks of 36 months, which will definitely benefit you. So I would say that right now, if you're looking for the top colleges, if you're looking for Blackie, it is possible, but you need to score extremely highly in CAT. You need to score probably 99.95 plus to actually get a shortlist from these colleges. But even the other colleges, like the top 20 institutes, I think you can start getting shortlist if you score above 98.5 percentile, which I think is definitely possible. So focus on that and all the best. I'll answer one more free chat. I'll answer one more super chat by free ticket. This guy said that, okay, he's an agricultural undergraduation, 8.5 GPA, 10th 94, 12th 90, NC-OBC. I took CAT 2024 during my third year. Got 56 percentile due to long break because I lost my analytical ability to perform in quants. I think there are 2 things that I like about you. Your profile, I think, is very good. You have a solid profile of 8.5, 94, 90, and I don't know your graduation score is 8.5 CGPA. I think your profile is fantastic. It also makes sense that you have taken CAT slightly early because I think you are now a serious aspirant. I think you are looking to get a good advantage. You have started early. So I think that I think is a good attitude to have. Overall, I would say that with your profile, with the NC-OBC category, I think you will get the top institutes shortlist if you score above 97.5 percentile, which I think is definitely possible. Don't worry about what happened in the earlier CAT. You still have 6 months, 7 months. And again, like I said, if you're somebody who has taken CAT 1 year earlier just to get an experience, I think you're thinking on the right way. The path, I think, is good. So focus on getting 97.5, which I think is definitely possible for you.
Okay, I'll answer the query by Paras Raurani. So he has 90, 66, 81. 90 and 81 are fairly decent. 66 and 12 will slightly hurt you. 2 years work experience, 99.6 in CAT 2024. He left XLRID and MDI Gurgaon admits this year. Should I repeat or should I go for MS? I want to become an entrepreneur in distant future. See, I feel, Paras, you have a fairly good chance. See, if you got 99.6 plus once, it means that you have the basic ability, basic skills. Now, I would say that if I was in your place, I know that I'm already very good at one exam, which is CAT. 99.6 is not a joke. If you're already getting 99.6, you are good at this exam. I would actually spend my time getting very good. So I would try to hit 99.8 or 99.9 plus. You have a fairly decent profile. Other than the 12 score, there is no big weakness in the profile. Plus you have work experience. If you get to 99.8 plus or 99.85 plus, you will again get most of the top IIMs. I'm guessing that since you left XLRID and MDI Gurgaon, we are looking at only the old IIMs as such. But they are possible with your profile at 99.8 plus as such. I would say that if you're looking to become an entrepreneur, I would say that an Indian MBA would be a better idea, a better investment than an MS, particularly because you're already good at this exam. I don't know how well you would, like, if you have to start over again and start preparing for MS, how you would do there. It's unknown right now, but I feel that you're already fairly good at CAT. If you just spend 1 more year perfecting your approach, perfecting your strategy, practicing like crazy, like solve thousands of questions, practice like crazy, because the difference between 99.6 and 99.8 or 99.9 is not conceptual knowledge. It's not intelligence. It's just like practice, like crazy amount of practice is the difference between 99.6 and 99.8 and 9. If you solve thousands of questions, you become so smooth at solving that you will get to the higher percentiles. So if I was in your place, this is what I would do. I just take the 1 year to solve questions like crazy, practice like crazy, so that I would target 99.9 plus in this year's CAT.
Okay, guys. One thing I want to tell you is, if you're giving super chats, please stop giving the super chats because we already have a lot of super chats we want to reply to. So anybody who is giving super chats now, please stop after 1 or 2 minutes, because if you give us a super chat after 3:40, it will be unlikely that we will actually read it. So I would recommend you to please stop the super chats now. We'll answer whatever pending super chats are there right now. So we have a super chat from John Sena. His profile is 788, BSc Food Tech, 2023 graduate, 10-month work ex, 1.8 years gap. Johnny, I would first say one thing: ensure that you find a job. 1.8 years of gap year is not good. It will definitely hurt you, not just in the interviews, but even psychologically. Having that much of a gap year is not good. Try to find a job. That should be your primary concern right now. CAT and all will come later, but try to find a job. That is the first thing. Your profile, I think, is a good profile. You're a non-engineer. That also will help you. So with your profile, I think if you score around, say, 96 plus, you'll get some of the shortlist of the top 20 institutes. If you're looking for the top institutes, maybe you'll have to score 99 plus. But all of those things aside, I would say find a job, because having 2 years gap year at this age in your 20s is not ideal.
Okay, so I have a super chat by Mohit Rohit. So SC male, 70 to 58, 65, 2 years of work experience in retail. I'd say that you've not mentioned whether you're engineer or non-engineer. I would say that you have a not a great profile, but an okay profile. 72 is fairly decent. The 58 in your 12th standard is going to hurt you a bit. Same with the 65 in your BTech. I would say that given that the academic profile is not as good as it could be or it should be, I would say that even though you are an SC male, I would say that you need to target 98 percentile plus. Normally, 97 percentile plus would have been enough to get many shortlists, but given the weaker undergrad scores, weaker academic profile, target 98 percentile or 98.5 percentile plus. Then you will get most of the, like, if not the old IIMs, you will definitely get the new IIMs, baby IIMs, and some of the old IIM shortlists also. So at 98.5, you will get many of the shortlists. 97.5, you will get the new IIMs and baby IIMs for sure. So target these higher levels of CAT scores just to overcome the barriers that are going to be set by your academic profile.
Guys, I just want to again remind you of 3 things. Please do join, please do follow us on Instagram. This is a page of Cracku Exam. We have more than 40,000 people who are following our page. We put in a lot of effort to post content which is very useful for MBA aspirants. So if you are active on Instagram, please do follow us. This will be very useful for you. You'll be getting all the latest updates. You can follow us on Cracku Exam on Instagram. The second thing I wanted to tell you is the subreddit. This is a subreddit that we thought of starting because we felt that many places on Reddit are pretty negative. We didn't want it because we felt that CAT preparation involves positivity, it involves optimism, it involves motivation. So that is the reason we started it. I'm actually pretty active on this Reddit subreddit. It is called the CAT Study Room. If you're active on Reddit, I would definitely recommend you to join it. You can go and see that you will get a lot of questions also there, which we are posting regularly to help the CAT aspirants. The third thing I would say is, because many of you were asking us about the upcoming batch, there is a batch which is starting tomorrow. This is called the Dhruva batch. The batch will contain all the concept videos. We will cover the entire syllabus for CAT pretty quickly. We are also having live sessions every day from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. I take the class every Monday at 8 p.m. Sayali teaches on Tuesdays. So 8 to 9 or 9:30 p.m. every single weekday, we are having these live classes. In addition to it, you will get access to the dash cats. There are head start mocks. You'll get access to all of these mocks and sectionals. And you'll also get access to the daily targets. Daily targets are taken by thousands of students every single day. So they'll be very beneficial for you. Now, let us come back to the profile reviews.
So I'll take the query by Gautam. So Gautam has said that he has 58 percentile, 60 percentile, BBA 50 percentile, 0 work experience, weak in VRC. What to do for the top IIMs? See, I'll tell you that your academic profile has some weaknesses. There are some issues where I feel that there is like 565 is not a very great academic profile. You have to make up for it with a higher CAT score. Again, you have 0 months of work experience. If I was in your place, given that I already have a slightly weak academic profile, I try to make up for it. And one way you can make up for it is by having some amount of work experience. So try to find a job, because that will help you firstly in appearing more sincere during your interviews. It will give you a chance to redeem your academic profile in a way by saying that, okay, now I'm a serious employee. I'm now taking my work seriously. If you have some kind of work related achievements, that will also help you quite a bit in the interviews. So I'd say that please try to find a job. Another thing that I'll tell you is that for your particular profile, I would say that you would need 565. I will tell you honestly that it will be very difficult for you if you, unless you belong to some kind of category. It is slightly difficult for you to get any top IIM at this stage. It would be very difficult. You would have to get 99.9598 plus, and even then there will be cutoffs which will essentially filter out many of the applicants. But what I would say is that I would realistically target the new IIMs and baby IIMs. For new IIMs and baby IIMs, you need 99.5 percentile plus for getting those shortlists also. For new IIMs, 99.5 percentile. For baby IIMs, you need 98.5 percentile. But I would say that get a job. Your job will help you actually convert those shortlists. Your job will make your overall profile much better. It's like averaging. It will improve the average profile as such. So please do get a job and then target 98 percentile, 99 percentile. That will help you get the shortlist that you require.
Okay, let me look at the next one. This is by Anushri Dikshit. I look at the next 2 or 3. Anushri Dikshit, 10 CGPA, 91 in 12th, college is IT BHU, Varanasi, 8.5 CGPA, 2021 pass out with 4 years of work ex. I think your profile is very, very good, Anushri. Your 10th and 12th are very good. Your CGPA also is very good. You have 4 years of work ex. So again, that's a solid profile. Your college also is a very reputed college of IT BHU. So all of these things are going well for you. I would realistically advise you to target 99 plus to get many of the shortlists, because your profile is so good that even with 99, and because you will get the points for gender diversity, you should be getting most of the top institute shortlists. But because you are from IT BHU, I would say that set the goal slightly higher. Try to aim for 99.6 plus. If you get 99.6 plus, most likely your score will be so good that even if you don't have a very good interview, you should be able to convert the call. So forget all of these things. Just focus on one thing. Try to score 99.6. That is eminently possible for somebody with your kind of profile. Next is by Ronak Kemi. 1 year MBA from IIM's worth it, or should I consider ISB or give one last shot for CAT? Have 3.5 years of work ex. Profile is 95, 88, 62. I think 3.5 is completely fine, man. It is not a lot of work ex. Many students who go into this 2-year MBA have 3, 4, and 5 years work ex. So 3.5 is not something that you should be worried about. Unless you have 6 years or more, don't think about the 1 year work ex, 1 year MBA. So if you have 3.5 years work ex, I would say definitely with your eyes closed, you can make that call that you want to do a 2-year MBA. Your profile is good, 95, 88. Your graduation score is your graduation score is not ideal, but it should not matter too much because you will get points from work experience. Aim for 99.5 to get most of the shortlist, maybe 99.6 or 99.7 to be on the safer side. Next is by Enia, ST female, 10th 88, 12th 82, BCom 70 percentile, no work experience. I think your profile is pretty good. You have good 10th, you have good 12th. Because you're a non-engineer, even 70 in BCom, I think is a good score. So I think nothing to improve upon as far as your academic profile is concerned. I think all of them are pretty good, 8, 8, and 7. You'll also get benefit from the gender diversity marks. You'll also get benefit from the category. So all of these things are good. I would recommend you to find a job. If you don't have work experience, that is one place where you can add some more points. So try to find a job so that you will, even the points will accumulate, so that your CAT percentile required will be on the, will get slightly lesser. Overall, with your profile, I think if you can score above 90 percentile, you should be expecting most of the shortlists. The next is by Srishti Suravi Panda. She is NC-OBC, non-engineer, female, 10th 93 percentile, 12th 96 percentile, BCom 7.6 GPA. CMA Inter both groups cleared, no work experience. I think your profile is very good. Your 10th, 12th, and BCom score is very good. I think 7.6 in BCom is a very good score, and your 10th and 12th are above 90. So nothing much that you can add over there. You are a non-engineer, so you'll get the benefit from academic diversity. You will also get benefit from gender diversity because you're a female. All of these things said, I would say again, the only place where you can add to to your profile is by having some work ex. If you have 0 work ex, consider doing some job so that the work ex points also start accumulating. With all of these things, I think if you can get above 97.5 percentile, you should be getting a lot of shortlists.
Okay, Rohit, I answered your question, but I think you just added that he's non-engineer and 2 years of work experience in detail. See, again, I would say that SC non-engineer generally get shortlist from 96 percentile, 96.5 percentile onwards. But given your academic profile, I would say that you would need 97.5 percentile plus. Given that you have 58 in 12th and 65 in undergrad, basically you have to overcome that. So because of that, you need a delta higher percentile. So I would say that even with 2 years of work experience, the 2 years of work experience kind of overcomes the 6 in undergrad, but you still have 7 and 5 in 10th and 12th. So to overcome that, I would say that instead of 96.5, you need 97 to 97.5 to get many shortlists. So aim for 97 and 97.5 percentile, then you will get a lot of shortlists.
Okay, I'll again answer a few. Bhuvika Verma is 10th is 91.4, 12th is 94.6, BCom 75.6, did PGDCA 2024 7.24, NC-OBC category. I think your academic profile is very good. In 10th and 12th, you scored above 90 percentile. Your BCom score of 75.6 also I think is a very good score for BCom. So you are non-engineer, you will also a female, so you'll get diversity points for both academic diversity as well as gender diversity. Your 10th and 12th, like I mentioned, are pretty good. Your CGPA ideally could have been, this is PGDCA, so I think you have done post-graduation, which will also help you in some of the colleges. Overall, I would say your profile is very good. You don't need to worry much about it. Try to see if you can get some work ex points. That is the only place where you can add to your profile. Otherwise, I would say any score above 97.5, you should be expecting some seriously good shortlists.
Sujita had already answered,
Okay.
so I'll tell her. She asked me again. So I think if your top 5 IIMs is your aim, that is very good. You have a good enough profile to get into the top 5 IIMs. You are weak in VRC. What I would suggest is what I mentioned earlier. Read 2 articles every single day. Answer 2 RCs every single day. Guys who are weak in any section, make sure that you do not miss the daily target from that section. From now on, please be religious in solving all of the daily targets, particularly of the section that you're weaker in. If you do 2 RCs every single day plus 2 daily articles every single day, VRC will no longer be a problem for you.
I'll answer Kritika Seth Jain. Non-engineer, general, female, 10th is 86, 12th is 82, currently 2-year BBA, 70 percentile in 1 year. Okay, I think your 10th and 12th scores are pretty good. You scored above 80. You're a non-engineer, you're a female, so you'll get points for academic diversity as well as gender diversity. Your percentage in BBA is 75 percentile. Try to see if you can slightly increase it because it is still in your hands. You're a student, and this is what I would advise every student. CGPA is something that is still in your hands, so try to increase it as much as you can. Having said that, with your profile, which is a good profile, I would say anything above 97, 98, I think you'll be getting a lot of good shortlists. Let me answer Devesh Jha. 66, 75, 8.9, GEM 2022, 7-month work ex. There are some certificates, good communication, your student love your lectures. Thanks a lot, Devesh Jha. What I would tell you is only one thing. If you graduated in 2022, it has already been around 3 years. And if you have only 7-month work ex, I would say get a job, because having a lot of gap year is not going to help you in the interviews. It will not also help your mental health. So I would say that should be your first priority. If you have already graduated 3 years ago, try to find a job. That will definitely help you. If not now, 1 year later, you will feel that is such a good decision that you have taken. Other than that, I think your graduation score is pretty good. Your 12th score is okay, but your 10th score is slightly on the lesser side. Your 66.6 percentile, or maybe that is the other way around. The 66 in whether it is 10th or 12th or graduation, I think maybe it is graduation score. That I think is slightly on the lesser side. Overall, again, your profile is a good profile. But because you're a GEM candidate without a lot of work ex, I would say you need to score pretty high. You will have to score around 99.8 to get most of the top shortlists.
I have Salihundam Srinivasan. So he has 896.5 general science, 0 work experience, undergrad from IIT Madras. Chances for ABCL FMS. The ABCL FMS are looking for people like you who come from very top tier institutes and are non-engineers. So that is good for you. You have a very good chance of converting the shortlist that you get. Since your general category, you have a slightly weaker score in your BTech. I would say that anything 99.3 percentile to 99.5 percentile would get you a shortlist. And again, converting the shortlist when you have IIT Madras on your resume would also be easier to do. But get 99.5 percentile and then you will have the top IIM shortlist also.
Okay, I'll answer the next one. Vivek SP, OBC-NC, male engineer, NIT 95, 94, 78.9, 23 months of work ex. I think your profile is very, very good. Your 10th and 12th scores are above 90. Your CGPA also of 78.9 is a pretty good score. You have 23-month work ex, which is close to 2 years. Again, that is a good work ex to have. You are a male engineer with NC-OBC. I would say you'll also benefit from the NC-OBC category. Having said all of it, because you are from NIT also, which is a very good institute, and you have a good profile, I think you should start expecting top institute shortlist if you can score above 99 percentile. 99, I think, will be very good for you. Even if you score 98 percentile, I think you should be expecting many of the shortlists. So focus well, because you are from NIT, you should aim slightly higher and try to get to 99 percentile. The next is by Mayank Srivastava. He's a GEM student, 897, MTech 81 percentile from IIT Kharagpur, 4 years work ex in a PSU. I'll tell you the things I like about your profile. You are from IIT KGP, which is a eminent institute, so that is very good. You are a postgraduate of 80 percentile. So postgraduates also, I think, will benefit in the MBA process. Again, your work ex of 4 years in a PSU will stand out in the interviews. Many of the people who get this interview shortlist work in either an IT company or in a startup or those kind of things. There will not be a lot of people who are working in a PSU who will be looking to do an MBA. So I think that will also stand out. Having said all of it, we should think about the interview only after the CAT exam result is out. But to get the interview shortlist, I think you should score above 99 percentile to get a good chance.
I have Praveen's profile here, 1097, NITK pass out, 2023 NITK pass out, 11 months work experience. He took a gap year, but he has started working again. Excellent choice. You are very smart in rejoining the workforce. All of the guys who have left, taken a 1 year gap, please rejoin. This is exactly the right thing to do. So well done with that, Praveen. You have a fairly good profile, 10 CGPA, 97.4 and 7.27. Excellent academic profile. 7 in undergrad is not great, but with the 10 and 9, it more than makes up for it. So I think you have a very, very strong undergrad profile. Plus you have work experience that is going to accumulate till the this. So I think you have a fairly good chance of getting most of the top IIM shortlist. Now, in your place, since you are a engineer and I'm assuming a OBC engineer, I would say that you need anywhere between 99.3 percentile. 99 to 99.3 percentile would be a zone in which you will get many of the old IIM shortlists. Given your profile, I would aim for the old IIMs, and I think you have a fairly good chance of converting old IIMs also.
I'll answer the next 3 super chats. Vamshi says he's a male, 93 in 10th, 96 in 12th, BTech in mechanical engineering, 69.2, NC-OBC, no work experience. Percentile to get Black and FMS. I would say your 10th and 12th are pretty good. Your undergraduation score is slightly on the lesser side, but that should not matter, especially for somebody like you who has a slightly lesser undergraduate score. I would recommend you to accumulate points on WorkX, because if your profile is ideal, even without WorkX, it would not matter too much. But because there are some chinks in your profile, I would say that put in effort to do the work and get the WorkX points, which will cover up whatever is lacking in your profile. So that should be your goal. Other than that, I think because of your profile, which is a strong profile, and I think you graduated in 2024, so already you have 1 year gap. So take my advice very seriously. Try to find a job. Otherwise, I would say with your profile, maybe you'll need around 99 percentile to get most of the shortlists. The next is by Sudiksha Surbhi, NC-OBC, non-engineer, female, 95, 88, 7.9, fresher, blackie. I think your profile is very good. You're a non-engineer, you're a female, so you'll get the academic diversity points. You'll get the gender diversity points. Your 10th and 12th scores are fantastic. Your undergraduation CGPA, I think, is slightly on the lesser side, but again, I don't know what exactly it is to really comment. But 7.9, I think, is a good score. So all of these things aside, I think to get top institute shortlist, maybe you should score around 98. I think with 98, you should get most of the top institute shortlist. The next is by Ojas, 87, 92, 75 percentile, 8.4 CGPA, 2025 pass out. He's a gem, no work experience, want to focus completely for CAT. Should I go for a drop? Cracku student, 44 in dash CAT. I would always recommend students to not go for a drop. You are a fresher. You have the world ahead of you. What is the point of taking a drop now? You can do MBA 1 year later, 2 years later, at whatever time. Don't take a drop. You're just completely new. Enter the corporate sector. Try to see how companies work. You'll learn a lot from it. I think your profile is good, 87, 92 and 8.4 CGPA. I think your profile is pretty good, but you can definitely get some more points in WorkX. Because you're a GEM student, you will need all the help that you'll get. So get some WorkX points so that your percentile required will be lesser. Otherwise, I would say your profile is pretty good. To get the top institute shortlist, you should be getting 99.8 percentile. Next is by Aniket Bhonik, 10th is 87, 12th is 55, graduation is 91, BBA no work experience, a lot of certifications. Minimum percentile for top B schools. Is ISB PGP by L possible? I would say your 10th and graduation is very good. I don't know what happened in your 12th. You seem to have done poorly in your 12th, and that will hurt you. So to overcome that, I would say do some work X so that you'll gain some points in the work X, because you're a non-engineer, that will definitely benefit you. For your profile, I think if you can score 99.5 percentile, that should be sufficient to get many of the top institute shortlists. Because you're a non-engineer, that will benefit you, but because your 12 score is lesser, that is going to hurt you.
Okay, I'll take Chinu's profile, 888, general male, 3 years gap after graduation. So I would say 888 is an average profile. The only big worry over here is your 3 years of gap. If I was in your place, my first priority would be to find a job, find some work experience, get some work experience points. This will help you in two ways. Firstly, you will accumulate some work experience points. Secondly, it will help you in your interviews, in converting the shortlist also. So with a general male profile, 888 profile, you will need somewhere, if you are an engineer, it will be 99.7 percentile plus. If you're a non-engineer, it will be 99.3 percentile plus. But the most important thing would be that you have to first address the gap here. You have to first fix that issue and get a job. That would be the first thing that I would do in your place, because that is very important.
I already answered Srishti Surapanda, so let me answer Supraja Satyamurthy's. OBC 10th is 97.2, 12th is 83, BTech Chemical 23, CGPA 9.1, work ex of 1 year, quit job, roles, okay, he has some roles also, struggling in Quant, decent in DLR. I think your profile of, I think it's a girl. Your 10th and 12th are fantastic, 97 and 83 are very good. Your CGPA also is very good. You have 1 year work ex, I think 1 year and 10 months. So I think you have quit maybe recently. I think that is probably okay. If you have quit recently, if you don't have a lot of gap, then focus completely on CAT. Because you already have around 2 years work ex, I'm saying that it's okay to take a drop. If you're struggling in Quant, one of the things that I would tell you is focus on the important topics in Quant, which is arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. The best place in which you can improve in your Quant and DLR is by practicing the previous year's papers. I would say go to the Cracku website, download the PDFs of CAT previous year's papers, especially CAT 2024, 2023, and 2022, and start solving the questions from them. In the PDFs that are available on the Cracku website, they are pretty well designed that after every question, you have a button to go to the video solutions. So if you look at a question in the PDF on the Cracku website and you don't know how to solve it, you can just click on the button and you'll be redirected to the video solution page. All of this is completely free for all the students. So that I think should be the first starting point for anybody who is looking to improve in Quant or DLR. Your profile is good. I would say around 98% should be sufficient for you to get many of the top shortlists.
I have Jyotishman's profile, 877, general engineer, male with 4 years work experience. BCL possible with 99.9 plus. I would say B would be still difficult with 99.9, but C and L are definitely possible. B is slightly finicky about undergrad score and 12 score. With a 7 in undergrad and a 7 in 12th, it will become difficult. But C doesn't care about the undergrad score and that much. About the academic profile in general, if you have a fairly high enough CAT score, IIM Calcutta has the most open-mindedness about the academic profile as such. So C and L are definitely possible. I would say that if you are targeting 99.9 percentile plus, that is the right attitude to have. Basically, you just focus on what is in your hand. Try to get as high a CAT score as possible. Then you will get the C and L shortlist that you.
Next, I'm looking at Avik Kartikeya Upadhyay. Profile is 84.5, 74, 6.42. General non-engineer male, CGPA UG is 8.8. Okay, MCA. Currently doing an internship of 6 months. Scored 88.8 percentile in CAT 2024, taking a drop. Avik, I would say that your 10th score is good, 84.5. Your 12th score is average of 74. Then you have 6.42 in, I think, graduation, and your MCA, you have 8.88. So you're a postgraduate. I think that is good. Having said that, one of the things that I would tell you, which you might not like, is taking a drop at this point of time is not a good idea. I would say try to find a job, because your profile is not perfect. There are some small issues in your profile. Your undergraduate score, for example, is not very good. To overcome those kind of things, work ex points will definitely help. So my advice for you is to find a job, try to accumulate some points. There will be less pressure on you on the day of the examination also. Having said all of it, if you scored 88.8 last time, this time you should definitely aim to score above 99 percentile to get some of the shortlists.
I have Sejal Agarwal's profile, 998, 2024 BBA graduate, no work experience. See, you have graduated in 2024, you already have 1 year of gap year. try to get a job. Do not get to the 2-year gap year this, because 2 years gap year, explaining that, not just explaining that, but even having that kind of the like weight of burden of that on your head is not a good thing to have. So get some job, try to get some work experience. It might not be excellent work experience, but any work experience will give you something to talk about in the interview, will give you some amount of credibility. So do find a job. Secondly, your profile is a fairly good one. 998 is a good profile. There are no weaknesses, no vulnerabilities there. And plus you're female non-engineer. So again, over with just this profile, you would need like say 99 percentile plus to get shortlist. I would say that without work experience, it might become 99.1 or so, but 99 percentile, you will get more shortlist. But try to get some work experience, because converting the shortlist will also require some amount of effort, for like some amount of things, like you should have something to talk about. So for that, try to get a job so that you convert your shortlist.
I'll answer the next two. Jahnavi scored 87 in 10th, 94.7 in 12th, 8.9 CGPA. NIT Nagaland got placement, general EWS, no gap years. I want IMB, my first attempt this year, started prepping Jan. I think it is very good, Jahnavi. Your profile is very good. You have a good 10th, you have good 12th, you have a very good CGPA. You also are from an NIT Nagaland. I think that's a good institute. So you will also get the benefit of EWS. You don't have any gap year. So all of these things are pretty good. If you're looking for IMB, I think IMB has a lot of emphasis on work experience. So try to accumulate those work points. Other than that, I would say, like I tell everybody, try to aim to score above 99 percentile to get most of the shortlists. The next is by Sambit Kumar Panda, 998 general, 2.5 years work ex, taking drop, CAT 94 percentile. Any tips? I would say first thing is your profile is very good. 998 is a very good profile for a GEM candidate. You also have 2.5 years of work experience, so that also is good. You mentioned that you're taking a drop. Like I tell everybody, if you have more than 2 years work ex, I think it is okay to take a drop and focus completely on CAT, which is what I would tell you. You have more than 2 years work ex, so taking a drop is not a big issue. You already scored 94% last time. So this time, improving from 94 to 99.5 should not be too difficult. It is definitely in your hands. So put in full effort. Whatever you got, give it this year. You have around 5 months left. So give it your best, prepare every single day, and I'm sure you will score about 99%.
I have Krishna's profile. He has 9 and 8 in 10th and 12th. 9 in 10th, diploma 82%. BTech mechanical, but he has not mentioned his percentage. He has 6 years of work experience and international experience at that, NC-OBC. What I would suggest is at 6 years of work experience, you should seriously start considering the 1-year program of PGPX, which is there for all. Most of the old IIMs have very good PGPX programs, which are the PGP executive programs for those with a lot of work experience. And another alternative would be the 1-year program from ISP. Both of these would be a better fit for you at 6 years of work experience rather than the 2 years program. You have a decent profile with like 6 years of work experience, that to international work experience. You have a fairly strong profile as such. So if you get a I think for most of these PGP exams, PGPX exams, you like for most of these PGPX courses, you will be a proper fit. If you're giving CAT, I would say target 98 percentile or 99 percentile plus. You will have a very good chance in getting most of these executive programs.
Thank you. I'll look at the next 3 super chats. We have one from Shriv, 91, 81, 74.7 till the 4th semester. General non-engineer male with BSc Biotech. I think your 10th and 12th are pretty good. For a BSc, I think 74.7 also is a good score. You have still 2 semesters left, I think. So focus on doing well in those semesters. The higher your CGPA, the better your chances will be. Other than that, because you're a non-engineer, you will get points for academic diversity. You are a fresher, so that I think will be slightly, that will hurt you a little because you won't get any points for work ex. Having said all of it, if you can score above 99 percentile, you stand to get a very good chance of getting shortlisted from the top institutes. The next is by Harsh Chaudhary. 10th, 12th, and BTech is 93, 89, 65. He doesn't have any work ex and he's from the SC category. I would say your 10th and 12th scores are pretty good. Your CGPA is slightly on the lesser side if it is 6.5. You're also an engineer, so you'll not get any benefit for the academic diversity, although you'll definitely get some benefit from the SC category. I would say that if you're scoring above 95 percentile, you should get most of the top institutes. But like I tell everybody, if you don't have work experience, try to find a job because having work ex points will only help you in the long run. The next is by somebody who didn't give his name. Male engineer, 86.6, 79.8, 82.1, no work experience, again a fresher. Again, your 10th score is very good, 86.6. 12th is less than 80, 79.8, slightly that might affect you a little. Your again graduation score is 82.1, which is a good score. So overall, I think your profile is pretty good. But like I tell everybody, if you're a fresher with no work experience, that is one place where you can add to your profile. So find a job, try to get some work experience accumulated. It might not benefit you immediately in the next few months, but if say, God forbid, your CAT doesn't go well this year, when you're taking CAT next year, you will feel very happy that you have worked for more than 1 year, because then it will start really counting. With your profile, I would say you need to score above 99.5 as you're a GEM candidate, if you're a GEM candidate, to get good shortlist.
Vishnu and Akshat have given super chat, but they have not put their profile. Guys, please put your profile in the super chat itself so that it becomes easy for us to answer. I'll take Sameer's profile. Sameer is 999, work experience of 24 months. Excellent profile, like perfect profile, plus OBC. At 99 percentile, you will get most of the old IIMs and you will convert them also. Fairly good profile. I would say, to be on the safer side, try to get 99.2 percentile or 99.3 percentile, but fairly good profile, and you have an excellent chance of the top IIMs as such.
The next is by Divij, 84 in 10th, 79 in 12th, graduation of 5.9, 2 years of job, GEM candidate trying for top B schools. I think your 10th score is pretty good, of 80 plus. Your 12th is 79, which is a good score, but could have been better. Your graduation score is not ideal, and that I think will definitely have an impact in your final selection, because 5.9 is definitely on the lower side. It would have been great if it was above 7. But because you have 2 years of job, you will gain from the work experience. So I think overall, some of the problems that you might have with respect to your low CGPA will be helped or will be solved because of the work experience. Because you are a GEM candidate with this profile, I would say that to get top B schools like Blackley, you would need to score above 99.7. But you can expect shortlist from the top 20 institutes if you can score above 98 percentile.
Okay, I'll take Shivanshu's query. So he has 877, non-engineer, 10 months of full work experience, full-time work experience, 1 year of gap. Now he's joining a remote internship. See, firstly, internship does not count towards work experience one, so you will get no points for that, but it will help you in the interview. I would suggest trying to get a full-time offer. It would help you overcome the 7 you have in undergrad. So your academic profile is slightly average. 877 is not a great profile. It's not a terrible profile also. It's just an average profile. But with the 7 in undergrad and 7th in 12th, I would say that you need more work experience points. 10 months of work experience points will not be enough. So try to get a full-time offer in India if possible, because that will essentially help you accumulate work experience points, and that will help you overcome the 7 you have in undergrad and 12th standard. Apart from that, I would say that with your profile, with the fact that you're non-engineer, and I would assume you're also general category, you would need something about 99.5 percentile plus. If you are having 99.5 percentile plus and you also get a full-time work experience from India, I think you have a decent chance of the old IIMs and definitely of the new IIMs.
I'll answer the last two ones, but guys, please stop sending the super chats, because we will be ending the stream soon, so we'll not be able to take any more super chats. The next one is by Vasant and Ramesh, 76 percentile in 10th, 71 in 12th, BCA 81 percentile, NC-OBC experience nil. What percentile should I target top IIMs? I think because you're a non-engineer, it will definitely benefit you because you'll get academic diversity points. Your 10th and 12th are in the 70s. That is not ideal. If it had crossed 80s, I would have said it's a very good profile. But otherwise, I think your profile is a good profile, but not a very good profile or a bad profile. Your profile, I think, is good. But one place where you can gain is by having some work experience. You seem to be a fresher, so try to find a job so that your work ex starts accumulating. That is one place where you can improve your profile. Other than that, I would say with your profile, you should be targeting 98.5 to 99 to get the top institutes. The next is by SRZ, Chandan, general engineer male, 10th is 10, CGPA 88 percentile in 12th. 8.15 in NITK, 2 years work ex in US Bank, percentile to get ABC calls. I think your profile is very good, Chandan. 10th and 12th are very good. Even your CGPA is greater than 8, which is good. You also come from a very good institute of NIT. You also have 2 years work ex. So ideally, I think you're doing very well on the profile standpoint. You will need to score above 99.7 to get shortlist from these top institutes of ABC, which I think because of your pedigree, because of your very good profile, I think it should not be impossible. You'll have to work very hard to actually get 99.7. But you should do it because this is the time for you to put in the effort. So all the best for you. I hope you score 99.7 plus.
I'll take Avinash's profile, 887, M.Sc Maths, work experience 0, and CAT 2024 was 98 percentile. I'll tell you once, firstly, Avinash, since you have graduated in 2024, it's already been since you have work experience of 0 months, I think you have already graduated. Don't take the gap year, especially if you already have 1 year of gap year. Don't extend it to 2 years. Try to get a job. That should be your first priority. Secondly, you have already 98 percentile in CAT. You have slight weakness in your undergrad score. 8, 10th and 12th are fine, but the 7 in undergrad is slightly on the weaker side. For the fact that you are, I'm assuming, a general non-engineer, you would need 99.3 plus. 99 percentile to 99.3 plus to get many of the shortlist as such. In your place, I would first try to get a job and then focus on getting to 99.3 percentile plus.
Okay, guys, before ending the stream, I wanted to talk about 3 things. The first is the Dhruva batch, which is a new batch for CAT that we are starting tomorrow. We are covering the entire syllabus for CAT. We have very good concept videos where we are covering all the concepts right from basics to very advanced levels. We plan to cover the entire syllabus as quickly as possible. In addition to it, we'll be having live classes every day on weekdays from Monday to Friday, every day at 8 p.m. You'll also get access to the CAT mocks, the dash cats, as well as the sectionals. You'll also get access to the daily targets that are taken by thousands of students on a daily basis. So if you have any doubts with respect to this Dhruva batch, you can call us on our support number. The number is given in the footer. It is 6303239042. The second thing I would want to tell you is the subreddit. We have a subreddit on Reddit. I'm actually pretty active there, and it is a very active subreddit. We have more than I think around 8,000 people on it. We try to keep people motivated because I feel that a motivated student works harder. So instead of all the negativity that you see on subreddits, this is a subreddit where we are trying to keep it active and positive. So if you are active on subreddit, if you are active on Reddit, please do check out the CAT Study Room subreddit. I'm also very active there. You can tag me if you have any doubts with respect to your CAT preparation. The last thing I would tell you is the Instagram page. We have an Instagram page where we post very useful articles and very useful posts for CAT aspirants. Please do check out the Cracku exam Instagram page. It is followed by more than 40,000 people. So if you're active on Instagram, please do follow us.